Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. Long time no see. Life has been busy, a lot of good things, some not so good things going on in life, but everything is okay with me. I am fine. I should probably sit down and film and get ready with me, but I don't see myself having time to do that anytime soon. But the long and short of it is that the swim season is wrapping up. My son and daughter are on the swim team in our local swim club, and it is the biggest time suck of my life. Every free minute is spent at a pool sitting in bleachers, and it's not all bad. I get to hang out with other swim moms and we have fun and we laugh and we get to watch our kids work really hard and do amazing things in the pool, but it is unbelievably time consuming. Some of the bad: about a month ago my mom had a fall. She's 83 years old and she broke her femur, which is right above her knee, and she had to have surgery, and she's been in a rehab center for a month, and it turns out the surgery didn't work. Her bones are not healing the way they're supposed to, and so tomorrow morning she is going back in for another surgery and they're going to try something different. So that's what I've been up to, and I've been dying to catch up on filming, and I'm so tired. I am so tired. But this is a very long overdue finale for Deck of Panning 2024, an intro for Deck of Panning 2025. This project was created by Emily from Emilynmax. It's a really good one. I love this project. It's year-long. It's like an 11-month-long project. It starts in January and ends in like December. I don't know. There's like a month where we're supposed to have off. I think I should have posted the finale to this project on December 20th. But I didn't, and I have still been working on some of these items that were in this project, and I didn't really make a ton of progress, but I am ready to wrap up the project from 2024, and I'm really excited to be picking some new products to work on in this project. It's already March. I can't believe it, but yeah, I'm getting a late start, but that's what this video is going to be all about. I will have Emily's channel linked down below in the description box, along with a playlist. If you're interested in seeing other years of this project. I think this is like my third year probably doing this project, maybe my fourth, I don't know. This project has been around for a little while, but it is so good. It just keeps coming back, and I think all of us that do this project really love it. So Emily, I'm sorry for being so late and inconsistent with my uploading, but my life is crazy. Let's go over the finale from last year really quickly. In my head, I was thinking I hadn't met any goals, but I did meet a couple of goals. This project was not a failure by any means, and prior to today, I had previously met my goal on 3 items. So I had 3 goals met. I was currently working on 5 items, and I have 2 new goals met out of the 5 items that I was still working on. The first goal met was for the Queen of Spades, which at that time was the prompt Pick Your Space. I ended up choosing the mini deluxe sample of my Liz Sport perfume. It was up here when I rolled it into this project, and my goal was to finish it off, and I did. It's gone, and I'm really glad it's gone. This is an older perfume. I've had it for a long time, and the scent was nice, but nothing I was like, oh, I'll just be so sad when this is gone. Like, no, I have not given it one thought. It is not a signature scent by any means, and it's just one less bottle taking up space in my bathroom. So very happy to have this finished. For no other reason, finishing this off made this project a huge success for me in 2024. I mean, getting this out would have never happened if it wasn't for this project. So very happy about that. The other prompt that I met my goal on was for the 6 of diamonds, and the prompt for that was concealer. I ended up choosing my little e.l.f. quad. This is the complete coverage concealer palette, and I previously had hit pan on 1 of the 4 pans, but I set the goal of hitting another pan, and I did. It's a much smaller pan. This was a pan I previously had, and then this is my new pan, but the goal wasn't to hit a huge pan, it was just to hit pan, and I did. So now I have 2 pans in this little palette, and I'm very happy about that. I was working on a different concealer throughout the majority of 2024, and so I didn't want another concealer to distract me too much, but the prompt was literally concealer, so I needed to choose a concealer. All right, there are 3 items that I did not meet my goal on, but I'm not disappointed. I'm not too disappointed with where I ended up. There are 2 items that were in this project throughout the entire year. The first one being for the card 5 of Hearts, and the prompt for that one was letter E. I ended up going with an Essie nail polish. This is called On a Silver Platter, and I just had the goal of using it 5 times. I only used it 4 times. I know that's kind of ridiculous, but if you know me, you know that painting my nails has been an off again, on again relationship over the last 5 years. I don't know, something happened with COVID and I just haven't been able to get my act together. I'm currently trying to get back on the bandwagon of painting my nails, but I went with something that isn't a project that just was going to inspire me and I was going to have fun. So I went with one of my not KL polish, my KB shimmer polishes. But I did use this 4 times. The fill line is down to here now, right by my thumb, right? Kind of between the E and the I. And I do think I'm actually going to use this one more time, even though this project is over. I rolled in a baby blue periwinkle pastel-y blue purple shade into my Akatar project, Akopay, a quart of pans and empties project. And I would like to try and put that one on as a base coat, and then maybe this one on like the tips of my nails, or like the top by my cuticles, and like have it kind of like rain down. I don't know. I got that in my head. I don't know if that'll work or not, but I do want to try that. So I used that 4 times. I should have used it 5, but I didn't. It is what it is. The other item that was in this project all year long, and I really did work on this a lot. This was my main highlighter throughout all of 2024, and I do have the progress to show for it. I did not finish it, but I'm really happy with the progress I made. And that was for the King of Clubs, and the prompt was has a pan. So I chose this eyeshadow single. It's actually not a highlighter. It's an eyeshadow single from Revlon. It is a gigantic pan of eyeshadow, just ginormous. I don't know why any company would make or sell a pan of eyeshadow this huge, but it did have pan going into this project, and my goal was to finish this off. I used it primarily as a face highlight, but I also used it as like a brow bone highlight or an inner corner highlight throughout the year. And I did hit side pan. I cleared out like, you know, a good piece of that edge, and I thinned it out quite a bit, but there's still just a ton of product. I mean, and I don't really love it as a face highlight. It was a little bit, I could see the white, you know, I mean, so I really had to blend it out very carefully to make sure that it didn't leave like a white streak where I usually highlight. I am working on a new highlighter now that's in my Classic Project 10 pan. And so I haven't been reaching for this since I started that project. I'm trying to get a good jump on that highlighter, but I'm glad I got to use this and put some good work in on it in 2024. The final item that I did not meet my goal on was something that rolled in, I don't know, maybe the last update, the update before, and that was for the 4 of Clubs, and the prompt was gifted. And I ended up going with my Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. This is an eyeshadow palette that was gifted to me by my husband for Christmas one year. And I think I just set the goal of using this 10 times. It seemed realistic enough, but you guys know I'm always panning a million eyeshadows. And so I only used it 3 times. I really love this palette very much. The reason I bought this palette was obviously for all these reds. I mean, I was so drawn to all these reds, but during this project, the eyeshadow I was 110% most drawn to was this one up here. I could not put this eyeshadow down. Every time I used this palette, it was primarily for that eyeshadow, and then I usually would just do like a bronzy look, and I really liked it. This isn't your typical brown. It's like a reddish brown, kind of like Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, or Swiss, I can't think of the MAC equivalent, but yeah, a reddy brown. It's just such a pretty color. It's beautiful. It blends out really nicely. These shadows are really nice. They're pigmented. They are no joke, but I really liked them. And 3 times isn't much at all, but I'm just glad I had a chance to pull this out and play with it for a little bit. I don't think I've ever had this palette in a project, and I don't know if it ever will be, but you know, any excuse to play with a palette is fine with me. So that's where we left off with the deck of panning for 2024. Like I said, I didn't finish everything, but I love doing this project, and it really gets Every project helps me to explore a part of my makeup collection that I wouldn't have explored otherwise, and I'm always grateful for that opportunity. It is very it is so cool the way project pans take you in directions you never thought you'd be going. I never thought I'd be working on the blood sugar palette. I never thought I would be finishing this little deluxe sample perfume. But because of the twists and turns that I go on when I'm on, doing a project throughout the year, I end up finishing things and working on things and enjoying things that I don't think I would have otherwise. And I'm just so grateful for that, even if I only use it a couple times. All right, time for 2025 introduction for this project. So, as I'm sure you all know, got to start with the deck of cards. Shuffle it good. Make sure there is one joker in the deck. That's the rules, because the joker is the stinker of the bunch. And then randomly draw 5 cards. I'm just making sure that the joker is in here. There he is. There's my little joker. I'm going to shuffle this a few times and then I'll draw 5 cards. Okay, my deck is shuffled. I'm just going to cut the deck 5 times. The first card is right here, 5 of hearts. The next card is right here. That's the Queen of Hearts. This is a German deck of cards. The Queen is the Dama, I believe, Dama. I bought these cards when I was in Germany, my junior year of high school. They're so special to me. Next is the 3 of clubs. Next is the 9 of spades. And then one more. Queen of clubs. Okay. So the next step in this process is to consult the game board, which Emily has organized on a spreadsheet for us on my Sheets app. See what the prompt is for each of those cards, and then choose a product that fits the prompt and a goal for each product. It is a multi-step process, but that is what makes this project so interesting and fun. So I'm gonna go do that right now. It'll seem like 1 second to you, but it's probably gonna take me half an hour. So I will see you in a little bit. Okie dokie, I am back. I have scoped out what the prompts are for the 5 items. I've chosen products to go with those prompts, and I've set goals for each of those items. Hopefully I chose well. You never know. Is my camera crooked? It always feels like it's a little crooked. Okay. For the 5 of hearts, the prompt according to the game board is primer. I ended up going with an eyeshadow primer instead of a base primer for my makeup. I did just put a pretty big bottle of Nivea for Men into a project, and I think that's going to take me a long time to get through, but I am almost done with the primer that I was working on throughout all of 2024. At least I feel like I'm almost done. There could be like 3 more months of product left in there, but I'm getting close. So I decided to bring this in. This is a deluxe sample of Thank Me Later from Elizabeth Mott. This is a product I received in an Ipsy bag, and I've never used it, and it's probably been sitting in my office for 5+ years. So hopefully it works. I've never used it, so hopefully we'll see. I mean, squirts out nice. It's not like a dried up problem. Seems all right. If it's not all right, I will let you know at the next update. For the Queen of Hearts, the prompt is pick your space, which means I could choose any prompt under the hearts column. I ended up choosing a mini sample, and I'm bringing back Urban Decay Rapture. This was in my advent calendar project pan in 2024, and I did not finish it off, but I did, get to the bottom and clear out a decent amount of the product. I know it seems silly. This is just a tiny itty bitty sample, but these are like a month and a half or 2 months of like everyday use, and I certainly don't use any lipstick every day. So I'm hoping that I could finish it off in this project this year, but I should have finished it off last year and I didn't. For the 3 of clubs, the prompt was matches eye color. I don't think I've ever had that prompt before. As you could tell, I have brown eyes. I think they've gotten darker with age. I was just kind of looking at my eye shade not too long ago thinking, some really dark brown eyes. I don't think I always did. Is that a thing? Do people's eyes get darker as they get older? I don't know. I think I used to have a lot more like yellowy golden color to them, and now they just look super dark brown. But anyways, I ended up going with a super dark brown product. This is a product I've never used. Not only has it never been in a project, but I've never used it, and it was kind of dried out when I pulled it out just now. So I have done some mix mastering, some concocting, and I'm hoping it'll still work. But the product I'm talking about is this little deluxe sample of the Stila Shimmer and Glow in the shade Twig. Goodness gracious, this is gorgeous. And I've never used it. And literally when I like pulled it out the first time, it was like dust and glitter, like, phew. And so I added some of my Inglot Duraline, and then I also added a few drops of just like tap water to see if I could get this revived again. I am setting the goal of using this 10 times. The other 2 products that I've mentioned, my goal was to finish them. This goal is just to use 10 times. And if I can do that, and if it works, I will be satisfied. And if I have destroyed it, or if it is just too dried up and useless to use, I will declutter it because I've had it for a long time and it went bad on me, possibly. But hopefully I can revive it. I'm always hopeful. The next card was the 9 of Spades, and the prompt for that was metallic. It's funny because I have been thinking about this product recently, and I don't know why, but I knew it was going to fit into this prompt, and that is this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Liberty. This is a silver. Silver, 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 like straight up chrome silver. It is gorgeous, but it is super bold, and you have to be like ready because it is no joke. I'm sure it is drying out on me. All my Super Shock shadows are. I think I've only used it once. I think I have an old Instagram photo of me wearing this years and years and years ago, and I never wore it again. I also think this could make a really pretty inner corner highlight if I don't want to like cover my entire eyelid with silver, but I would like to hit pan on this. That's my goal for this, is to hit pan on it. We'll see. And for the final card, which was the Queen of Clubs, I got another pick your space prompt. So I went through the prompts in the clubs column, and I ended up going with the prompt pretty packaging. I have a lot of makeup with pretty packaging, and I am the first person to say like I would rather get a good deal and like cheap packaging. I don't need pretty packaging. I just want the makeup to be good and to work, and if I could save money on packaging, I think it's worth it. But I do own some makeup items that are just pretty. They're just pretty to look at. And when I ran across this product, I realized that the makeup itself isn't really anything too special, and that the truth is I probably bought this item because the packaging was so pretty that I couldn't pass it up, even though the makeup product inside wasn't anything too special. And that is this Patrick Star and MAC quad. Goodness, I think I'm very attracted to these colors. I don't like really blue eyeshadow, even though I am wearing blue eyeshadow today, but I love blue nail polish, and I love these kind of like, oh, it just reminds me of summer and the beach, and oh my gosh, this is just such a stunningly beautiful packaging. And inside they're pretty shadows. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty quad, but I probably have these shadows, you know, 5 times over. There's really nothing too special about the shadows themselves compared to this stunning packaging. So my goal for this product is going to be to use any one of these eyeshadows a total of 10 times. So as of right now, I'm guessing this shade right here is going to get the most use. Do I know what shade it is? I think it's called, is it called Sandy Crotch? I'm sure I remember that from a long time ago, but it is kind of shocking to see that written on the back of here. I think that is a shade called Sandy Crotch. I'm really drawn to it right now. Maybe it's because I wish I was on a beach and had sand entering places where I don't want it to be, but I just think it's a pretty shade and it's very warm and yeah, I like it. So I don't care which shadow I use. Anyone will count towards one of the 10 uses, but I want to use this palette 10 times. Have I ever used it before? I don't know. I might have never used this palette even once. I mean, that's crazy. That I have a lot of makeup I've never used even once, but I don't think I've ever used this. So I am setting the goal of using this 10 times in this project. I guess I didn't really think about the fact that I'm bringing 3 different eye products into this project right off the bat. I mean, technically 4, counting the eye primer. This is a very eye heavy start to this project, but I'm optimistic as always that I can smash all of my goals. That doesn't always pan out, but I always am optimistic. So hopefully I will be able to meet some of these goals and we can start rolling some things out of this project or using some things up. That would be amazing. So that is it for this finale for Deck of Painting 2024 and the introduction for Deck of Painting 2025. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Sorry as always that my uploading schedule is so sporadic. Life is crazy, man. Life is crazy. But I really appreciate you guys sticking around and supporting me, even though I'm very inconsistent these days. I am in the middle of filming my makeup inventory. If I had to give you an idea of when it's going to be up, I would say sometime around my spring break, which is in a couple weeks. I think this will probably be a spring break project, but maybe I can get it done sooner. We'll see. I just wanted to get a couple more of these introductions filmed, and I'm only on like part 1 of my makeup inventory. So I got a lot of little clips to film still, and then I got to put it all together and edit it. And oh my gosh, so much to go into the inventory, but I am working on it. Don't hold your breath. It's coming though. All right, that is going to be it for this update. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.